Welcome back to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. So, you guys sleep the night comfortably, keeping watch, without a sign of anything, although there is a odd rumbling sound a few times in the night. Can't quite place, but here's a dragon.
Does it sound
that lives
like a
up here.
dragon?
Hard to tell what it sounds like.
It is Albert snoring. Ooh.
Does it sound like snoring, Neil? Can you make the noise for us? It's very important.
I can't make the noise. My voice does not go that deep. But think of the sound as like a very distant avalanche. Kind of
Considering we're on a mountain, I find this sound of avalanches unsettling.
But you wake the next morning, have that rope that you can climb back down to your path and continue going, although you'll be leaving a strand of rope behind because you can't untie the rope from down below.
I can't untie the rope?
Not when you're
You can't
below
tie
the
it.
rope. Like if you climb down the rope, then you can't untie the rope from above.
Well, I mean, I can untie it and then climb down.
Yeah, so you can have everyone else climb down the rope and then you can make a climb walls check to get down with
I
the
will
rope.
do that.
What is your climb walls?
I am a thief.
What is your climb walls?
80%.
Okay, you get a bonus because the wall is a pretty rocky one. So max is 95%, so just don't roll a 96 or higher.
Get ready to catch me.
I'm ready to catch if he falls.
Easy
I'm
peasy.
okay.
All right, you come down with your rope, everything's fine. You
The rope
continue.
is saved, guys. The rope is saved.
Okay. So, the question is, when, on what conditions do you stop climbing? Because at some point, you're going to come across a dragon lair or wyvern's lair, but that you don't know when that might be. You know, the angle of approach might be you come over a crest and all of a sudden there's a thing, or you come around a corner and then you're looking at it, or you might come from the side, like, without knowing what the path in relation to the cave is, even if the path even crosses the cave. How are you going to behave in finding this?
Do some of the party members vaguely remember where the wyvern nested?
No one ever saw it from the mountain. Like, you could see that the wyvern flew to the top of the mountain, but that's about it. No one saw the lair themselves.
Okay, it seems like... how fast are we ascending in terms of, like, feet per minute? How about I say we want to either stop 10 minutes away from the top, or if we can see it?
There's no assurance that the lair is on the peak, either.
The
lair
assumption is it's at the peak.
Okay. So I can stop you when you get close to the peak. If that is your
Okay.
plan, is just to go until you get almost all the way to the top and then regroup. Okay. So,
And just to kind of strategize when we're in the cavern, all we need to do is you can do invisibility on one person, right, Albert?
I know, all of us.
Okay, so all we have to do is invisibility on all of us, and then we do the orb ritual on the dragon. And that's it.
The dragon will hear when we do the ritual, however.
Is the ritual loud-ish?
yeah,
Well,
it does
we-
require speaking. There's no way you can be that close to a target and do it without them hearing you unless they're deaf.
Brimstone is not deaf. I repeat. Not deaf.
Well, it's fortunate that we have a dragon slayer with us. We'll just have her distract the dragon for one round is all it takes.
Yeah, is it just one round?
A full round of channeling.
Should be quite easy with a distraction.
Then what is the distraction?
That we start fighting it.
Or maybe we all run around chanting random lyrics. And then he doesn't
No,
know who to
Albert, you're
target.
very good at distracting. Don't you have some loud magics?
Mm,
Or some illusions?
not that I planned. Not that I planned.
Okay.
Do you have anything that could stun him for a round?
Do you have... For your invisibility, do you need to be near the target, Albert?
10 feet.
Okay.
You're just talking normal
I-
invisibility spell, right, Albert?
It's a invisibility 10 feet thing.
Oh, invisibility 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I should go alone and sing the dragon a song, and I think it will not attack me until I imprison it.
Okay, that's fine by me. I trust you.
Sounds dubious, but if you're willing to put your life into such a gamble, then fine by me.
That must be one great song for the dragon not to attack you.
I have
And
been
wish you
practicing.
luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard her singing it earlier. It was quite stunning.
But I would appreciate it if you would be waiting to turn me invisible if necessary.
Oh. Sure.
You don't have to touch me to turn me invisible, right?
10 feet.
Yeah, so just go hide someplace, and if it looks like I'm failing, turn me invisible so I can run.
Okay.
Okay. You guys ascend the mountain. Becomes icy and windy, cold. But you have dealt with the cold before, and it's nothing like the frozen continent to the south. It's cold, but it's not that cold. It's like a pleasant day at the ski slopes. You eventually get to maybe, half an hour from the peak, and you're all taking your break, munching on whatever food and water you've brought along, looking up that there's not much mountain left. It can be hard to tell, but you think you're there. You think you must be half an hour from the peak.
We must be half an hour from the peak.
Let's keep going. Unless, Neil, do we see anything? Should we roll perception checks to see if there's any reason we want to stop here?
No, this was just you're stopping for food.
Oh,
and
okay.
Water. And you guys wanted to be stopped right before we got to the peak, so
All right.
here you are.
Let us proceed with caution.
How long does your invisibility last, Albert?
As long as I don't sleep, I'm pretty sure it's until we do a spell or an attack.
Then maybe we should climb the rest of it while invisible?
We could, but then if you cast a spell, you're gonna get uninvisibled, and I will not be able to put you back into invisibility.
You can only cast it once?
Yes. It's a very strong, powerful spell.
Okay. Well, it seems like this would be the time to cast it.
I think that my song will make me uninvisible, and then you won't be able to make me invisible again.
That is correct.
But you won't be attacked while while you're uninvisible anyways. Right?
I hope so, but the invisibility was my plan B.
Okay, well wait then. I can lead in with etherealness.
That's
That's not bad. It's not a bad.
That one will be. It only lasts 7.
Why don't we do that instead? Why don't we come in invisible?
Yeah.
And then in case of trouble, we ethereal out. That sounds like a
No,
better.
because the
Much
plan
better.
was to imprison it while the caster was invisible.
But the caster will never be invisible while casting.
While chanting this orb.
We get invisible. We all go. I jump out of invisible. I sing song. Dragon is enchanted. I imprison dragon. If I don't imprison dragon,
We
be
ethereal flame.
ethereal and run and try again another day.
Well, I'm not sure we will be able to run away from a dragon, similar to how we could not run away from the other dragon. I kind of like take a look around since we're 30 minutes from the top. Is there anywhere to hide this far down?
Not really. You're on the edge of a mountain. You know, there's not a lot in the way of shrubbery up here in this ice-capped mountaintop. There's some snow. Might be able to dig like a snowdrift. Hide in that. Maybe.
It seems like we should not really have an escape plan. Just us or the dragon.
I whisper to.
Fight.
I like nod at Temril, and then I look at Dark Albert, and I'm like, ethereal.
Sure. We ethereal out, and then we decide if we flee or fight.
Okay, I will hold on to the spell.
Hey. Are you guys going invisible right now?
Yeah.
Alright, so the spell invisibility 10-foot radius. One person is picked as the target, and all people who start 10 feet around them remain invisible. All the invisible people can see each other, but you have to stay 10 feet from the person who the spell was cast on, otherwise you lose invisibility, you know, until someone casts a new spell on you. But walking into it won't make you invisible, so you gotta be right near the caster, or whoever the caster casts it upon. As a warning. We all are clear about the rules.
And anyone casting a spell from inside invisibility will break their own invisibility, but not everyone else's.
Correct. The spell gets cast on a person. If that person breaks invisibility, it's broken for all people. So if the invisibility is cast on Jen, each one of you guys can peel off and come out. But if she breaks invisibility, you're all gone.
Okay.
Cool. So Jen, who are you casting? Who is the center of your 10-foot radius?
I am.
You are.
What a surprise.
What does it look like when you cast it?
Well, let me look at the spell description for inspiration. Let's see. I open up my humongous spell book right now. I turn the pages to the level 3 spells part. I pull out an eyelash from my eye. I spit
one.
out a bit of Arabic gum because somehow I was chewing that. It's kind of interesting. And then I go. That's it.
Okay. You can all still see each other, but you're invisible to everyone else. At least that's what Dark Albert assures you. And you climb the mountain. It's a little tough to stick together in such a close range, so you're moving a lot more slowly than you were before, but you got plenty of time to reach the top before it gets dark. And you hike and hike and hike and hike and make it to the summit. No sign of a dragon cave, no sign of any sort of monster lair anywhere.
I think that guide was poop.
You're definitely at the top of the mountain.
I think that guide did not know where Brimstone was. Did you know where Brimstone was?
I flip inside my book of notes, which is even bigger than my spell book. Brimstone, you say? Let me see the last sighting that we had. Didn't we fly to a frozen peak?
We can see the other mountain from here, right?
Yeah, it's much smaller.
Wasn't he around Gade Isle?
That's where you are. You're on the mountain on Gate Isle where he lives.
Yeah.
You took the ice cap as
Yep.
his own in the middle of Gade Isle. He
Well,
killed a brass
he's a
dragon by the
crafty
name of
dragon. I'm sure he hid the entrance somehow. Are we at like the top?
You are at the summit.
I look down from all sides.
It is a magnificent and terrifying view, especially if you're afraid of heights.
Trellis, you are a ranger. Can you find things?
I'm pretty sure.
Find the dragon.
Well, can I look around for tracks then?
Yeah. It's pretty snowy up here, so you don't even need to make a tracking check. And you are 100% certain there are no dragon tracks in the snow anywhere around you.
Okay.
Be pretty big.
Well, the dragon's definitely not here.
What about like an opening or a cave or anything?
Well, you guys would have to kind of walk around together in a group.
We can definitely walk around for a while. It just doesn't wear off. Just don't fall.
Can I get perception checks from Trellis? So you're kind of leading the party here. You're the one kind of tracking this round. Show us what you got.
Oh yeah.
Nice. You don't see any caves, any lairs, any dragon holes, anything that looks like it could be a place where a dragon could reside.
Is there any, maybe not where the dragon resides, but is there anything leading anywhere at all? Like any little hidden pathway that might lead up to a bigger cave?
It's kind of like a rocky ground covered in snow, or in some areas just ice. A little treacherous everywhere, but there's no. It's very clearly just kind of like a mountain top that just leads down. And there's a pathway that you guys came back across.
Okay, so when I'm looking out at the other sides, what do I see?
Angled slope
down.
heading down. And then, after a certain point, it may drop and then go out, and there'll be like a precipice and then a rocky bit, but there's nothing that looks like anything dragon size could be out of sight.
Okay. Hate to burst your guys' bubble, but there is nothing here.
Well, if you believe that, maybe you should get out of invisibility and look around some more.
Well, I am loath to get out of invisibility, but I suppose I can detect magic around here.
This is a good idea.
I will cast detect magic.
Oh.
Is a dragon inherently magical?
Detect magic would not ping on a dragon. But it would show you if there was something magical hiding a passage within the range of the spell. Let's see, 10 feet by 30 yards. So 10 feet by 90 feet long. It lasts for 10 rounds. So you can scan everything around you. Excuse me. But you do not find anything magical other than the things you know, like Albert's spoon and Trellis's necklace and the various magical items that you have on you.
This is disappointing.
Then I start climbing down, like away from the group, knowing that the spell will only last 10 minutes. I try to cover as much ground.
Okay.
Well, I kind of course, motion for them to follow behind.
Sorry.
Oh,
Sorry.
It's terrifying. You continue going down the trail that you came, but you do not see any dragon or magical anything anywhere. A hard time seeing this. I mean, granted, when you're standing on top of them, you can't really see the sides of the mountain very well because you got to look down. And from your path, you can only see some sections of it. So your visual coverage of the mountain is not very good.
Alright, I will do it right. Prepare your spell for quick retreat. I first cast Detect Magic as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then cast Turn into Random Flying Character that dragon would probably like a harpy or something.
Like want to hang out with, or like want to
yeah,
eat?
like buddies. Hey, I'm your buddy harpy. I'm really submissive to you.
So you turn into a harpy.
Yeah.
Cool. What level are you, Dark Albert? What is your wizard level?
5?
5? Okay. I'm just trying to...
Why?
To see how long Detect Magic lasts.
So
And
I detect magic, and then I harpy myself, and then I look around.
Okay.
Is it
Size.
harpies or wyverns?
Harpy. A wyvern's too big for you to turn into. Plan. Thing that I'm looking for. Here we go. Okay. So you start flying around the mountain, scanning the area with your detect magic. When you come across a rather large section of mountain wall, maybe 100 feet down from the top on the other side of the mountain where the trail comes up, that is clearly radiating magic. It's this nice big section of wall.
Ah! I found it! It's this way, silly bees.
And Jen, can you please roll me 2d10 and subtract your reaction adjustment, which is underneath your charisma score.
It's not there.
Okay, it's a 0 then.
Are you sure?
What's your charisma?
10.
Yeah, it's 0. Okay. Okay.
So we'll see how reactive I am. Beware! A magical wall and things. We should probably leave and go sleep to recharge everything.
So you start flying back towards the party when you see breaking forth from the wall, its wings spread in flight, is none other than Brimstone Fire Incarnate.
Ah, we found him.
I act like a harpy.
What does a harpy do in this situation?
I think it's scared. I think I deep dive and go hide somewhere.
So you like start flying down.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, Jen was flying towards you guys, and Brimstone comes out, starts flying after her. You guys see Harpy Jen like diving towards the ground, and following behind her is.
I'm going towards
Brimstone.
the cavern we were staying in, if that's possible. Like, if I feel I could get there by flight.
And Neil, as soon as Brimstone is in range, I start chanting to imprison him with the
You need to be 15 feet from him to cast
15
it.
feet.
Yeah, we went over this.
Ah, I forgot. Then I actually. Dang it. If I like am running towards it and preparing a spell, can I have it like ready to go, or do I have to be like stationary, standing and casting?
You need to be stationary to cast a spell. So you can run to the edge and cast something if you'd like.
Yeah. As long as he's chasing her and distracted by her, I'm gonna try to run to the edge and just capture him in the orb.
You're not going to be able to get 15 feet close to him. They're not coming that close to the wall, to the cliff. That'd be extraordinarily close.
And never mind anything. I just wait.
Trellis, Temriel, plans?
How far is it away in terms of how long does it take to get to him?
From where you're standing, he's probably 80, maybe 100 feet away, like his wingtip would be. But he's descending after Dark Albert. And it is very clear that the dragon is way faster than the harpy.
Well, down.
I try to get his attention. I shoot an arrow at him.
Okay, give me a roll to hit. Your arrow pings off of the side of his scales, which he doesn't even seem to notice.
Get another arrow ready.
And Jen, you're looking back over your shoulder. You know your spell doesn't last that long. It's 3d4 plus 10 rounds. And you've already spent like half of that flying around the mountain. At least 5 rounds flying around the mountain so far. So you don't have a lot of time left as a harpy.
Okay, then I'm gonna rejoin with my party and turn, and whatever. I guess I'll stay a harpy.
Alright, so you're gonna stay a harpy and steer towards the party.
Yeah.
We're gonna need, actually, make your second shot, and then we're all gonna roll initiative and see how this goes.
I shoot against him once again.
Ooh, 24.
Double crit?
No! It clatters harmlessly off of his scales.
Wow!
Oh. Are you telling me I can't attack him at all?
A natural 20 is always a hit, but I'm telling you, the ancient red dragon is very difficult. But that time, I think he does take notice of the hit. You know, it's strong enough that he notices there's something shooting in his direction. Let's all roll initiative and see how this goes down.
My plan is shit.
Oh my god, I'm dead.
Okay, the plan was always to
I
not
just
really
went
filling
when
with
the
damage.
arrow does nothing to him, even though it was a hard hit. I just dropped my jaw a little bit because I'm realizing what I've done.
Yeah, that's horrible. I don't like this guy. I wanna die. I don't like dying. No fun.
5, 12, 15. I think we're missing.
Knowing other encounters against dragons, I'm trying to stand in a place that's not AoE-able with other people.
Scooting away from the party.
I also scoot.
Everyone just kind of spreads out, not wanting to get hit in each other's blast range.
Sorry, I'm reading my spell book. Because I know he's a special creature, so I want to know if my spells can affect him.
Do I go first?
I'm
Since
waiting
I
for
rolled
Jen
well.
to roll her initiative.
I think I'll try this. Doesn't seem like he can counter this. Alright, I'll try with this first. So
Alright, Dark Albert goes first.
I target the eyes of the dragon and start singing the song. Hello darkness, my hope. I've come to cast a spell in your eyes. He leaves me blind, Brimstone, flame incarnate.
The dragon seems to be unaffected by the light spell.
Dang it!
No, it's the darkness spell.
Oh, dark.
10
Well, does he
feet.
still get a saving throw?
It's darkness, 15 feet radius.
Darkness, 15 foot. Ooh, I don't think that has any.
You can't save against the darkness.
No.
Hello, darkness, my old
The
friend.
spell causes total impenetrable darkness in the area of effect. Infravision is useless. Neither normal nor magical light works unless a light or continual light spell is used. So, a 30-foot wide orb of utter blackness appears over the dragon.
Understand the darkness of Albert.
Of course, the dragon is massive, so this ball is surrounded by its head, but its wings come out the side, the dragon's body comes out the back, its tail comes down, its legs, but the dragon appears to have stopped. He's got movement C. Can he pause for one round, or does he have to move constantly to fly? Oh god. Prepare for flying creatures.
Fuck the dragon, Neil.
What was the spell called, Jen?
Darkness. The ultimate Dark Albert spell. Darkness, 15-foot radius.
Okay, so you're casting that spell on the dragon. He can't stay still. He has to keep moving, so he's not like hovering in place. So how are you going to cast? It's normally like a center target, like you
I
cast it in
cast
an
it-
area.
So I can't cast it on its head or in its eyes or like...
If you cast it on the dragon, he gets a saving throw to have the spell avoid him.
I'm gonna try casting it like in the dragon, like the light spell, but
Right. Yeah, he passes his saving throw.
So, like,
you
does-
call it this ball of darkness that the dragon just kind of like soars out of on the other end. Anna, you are next.
I start singing also a song. Well, I go within 20 feet of him, so I want to move and cast my
He's
spell. Is
like
that okay?
80 feet away. He's off. He's not within 20 feet of you guys. He's flying, cruising around the peak of the mountain.
So I can't run up to him?
Not unless you can like run and leap 80 feet over the open and land
Okay,
on the
then
dragon.
I guess I just take movement to try to close with the dragon.
Can't close. He's, out over open air. Okay, so he actually can't cast that spell because he needs to be stationary. So he can. He can't cast any of the. Oh no, he can cast that one while he
So
hovers.
can I just hold action then and wait till he gets to 20 feet, within 20 feet of me?
Sure.
Okay.
There we go.
I guess that's what I shall do. Ooh, wait. Ooh. Hold on.
Got something?
Hold on. This probably won't work. If I were to cast Moment, are you familiar with Moment?
I will be momentarily. Yes.
Oh.
Then the action that Moment would be related to would be in the same round, correct? Or not? Like if I were to cast that now, would I have the Moment advantage as soon as the dragon closes with me?
Hold on. Spell can only affect a single action in a given round.
But it makes sense
Yeah.
that it would have to be in a round later, not in the same
Right.
round.
So it takes a full round to cast a spell, and then sometime in the next 6 rounds, or each time in the next 6 rounds, you have a moment when something will happen.
Okay.
You can get that exact moment, but there's no guarantee that the dragon will close with you in that time, just so you know. He might not. But if he
I'll
does,
cast
you
it.
will know exactly the right
Yeah.
moment to do your thing. I'm on board.
So I take a moment of focus. That's what moment looks like.
Mhm.
And I feel the power of my deity flowing through me, and my senses are heightened, and I look ready. That's what I do. And the action I want to take that it will affect, that will be just the right moment, is when to cast the Orb of Imprisonment.
Fantastic. Trellis, you go at the same time as the dragon, who has taken to stop beating his wings and is just gliding right now. Slowly losing elevation, but not much, but just gliding around the mountain.
Do I get any bonus with him being in darkness? Or
No, he glided out of the darkness. The darkness just kind of is
okay.
in the sky now. What are you doing, Trellis?
Thinking, does my attack do nothing? What is I'm away from everybody else right now, right?
Everyone is spread out as far as you can be on this small mountain peak.
Okay, I think I stand guard for now, just ready to move in case he shoots down at me.
I need a saving throw versus spell from Albert, Trellis, and Temriel.
Save versus
No, I'm
spell.
sorry. It is a 20-foot cube. He can only target one person with that spell. I lied. Hold on. Let me see who he targets. He targets Temriel.
Worth mentioning that he might think I'm his friend since I warned him about the wizard way earlier.
What?
Worth mentioning. Temriel, please make me a saving throw versus spell.
Okay. That's
Fail.
fun.
You are held as the spell hold person. And we go to the next round. Temriel is physically frozen in place, unable to act. Roll me initiative.
I don't like this.
Does that include speaking or just...
Yeah, nothing. You
Okay.
can just watch whatever is happening in front of you, which is, we'll say you're somehow positioned where you have all of your friends in view. So Temriel
Is
will say
the
where you
casting
go.
time of the orb 3?
Yes.
Ha!
Beautiful. All right, so you have your moment ready. You are holding your casting, ready to do it as soon as he comes within 15 feet of you.
I'm also moving as close as, I think I can get to his destination.
Right, well, he's just kind of gliding around the summit right now.
Okay.
Albert and Trellis. Albert, you're still a heartbeat.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast very fancy spell. Well, do you want me to do an initiative or?
I want you to roll initiative, please.
Okay. I rolled.
You did roll. You go first, Dark Albert.
I kind of smirk as I do this spell because I'm not expecting it to work, but I figured let's just try for the heck of it. Let's see how I can roleplay this. I take out a pinch of powder and sand that is colored red, yellow, and blue, and I go, the colors, look at the colors, as I cast color spray.
Color spray has a limit of 20 feet. The dragon is farther than 20 feet.
Oh. Shit. Really?
Yeah.
I don't see that in my spell description.
It's there. Read the... It's a
Maybe
20
I
by 5 by 20 by 20 foot wedge.
Oh. So it has to be like
It's, yeah,
20 feet from me? Oh.
yeah. It's like a big cone that you shoot out.
Then I cast Spook, which has the same casting time.
Ooh. One creature within 30 feet of you.
That's still too far.
Yeah, he's
close?
80.
Ah. Yes, I could fire an arrow. If you want to add that to my time.
Sure.
Apparently, Dark Albert doesn't know his distances.
All right. Trellis goes first then.
Yeah, +7 it means. Well, +6.
6? Okay, so you go and then Trellis goes.
Oh, I go. All right.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot. Dark Albert, trying to smirk, says he fires an arrow, thinking he's a wizard and that's a magical arrow shooter.
Your arrow hits the dragon in the neck and just tumbles harmlessly to the ground. Trellis.
Well, I go ahead and shoot an arrow. Let's hope for a crit. A whole crit. Ah.
You don't even hit the dragon. At this point, the dragon fear begins to wash all over you guys. This is an innate ability all dragons of a certain size and age class and ferocity possess. I need you all, except for, well, not except, including Temriel, why not, to make me a saving throw versus paralyzation at -4. I'm sorry, petrification at -4. That would be PP, the third, the middle saving throw, that or higher, at -4.
Wait, what? I thought it was just.
Mine is above.
Petrification. Yours above. All right, Temriel, you are not terrified. Petrification.
Oh, got it. Okay, I'm good.
Just above
No, I didn't save. I thought I did, but I didn't.
Okay, those of you who fail your saves are stricken with fear and fight with -2 penalty to your attack and damage rolls. And
I'm
the dragon
trembling.
turns his head with a deep roaring chuckle, unleashes a jet of flame on. Let's pick one of you at random. Oops. On Dark Albert. Dark Albert, please make me a saving throw versus breath weapon.
The one who has the least HP.
Pretty smart dragon.
Oh, 16. Well, I still may die in one shot though, to be fair.
You take 144 damage.
Are you serious?
What? What?
144 fire damage. You pass the save, so you take half.
Well, I'm dead. Huh?
Yeah, that's no. You take half of 144, so you take.
Yeah, it's fine, Neil. I get it.
72.
I'm dead. Like, end of Dark Albert dead.
The flames melt snow and ice, and water begins to run off the sides. While the dragon continues to circle, laughing with his deep voice.
After that happens, I look at my team, and obviously with a little bit of fear in my eyes, I kind of look to them like, how are we escaping this?
Etherealness!
He's paralyzed. He can't do it.
Is he still paralyzed?
He is held for a very, very long time. Roll me initiatives. Bechana, it seems like you're still in your moment waiting for the dragon to close with you.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Trellis, what are you doing?
Well, none of my attacks will work anyways.
You can roll a 20.
Yeah, he probably has like 300 HP.
Not quite. Less than a third of that. Or about a third of that.
It wouldn't matter since trying to hit him is the hard part.
Oh, so close! It pings off of his side. And I'm gonna say you're just still holding your action, right? So Trellis, make your second attack. And Anna, your character, you can feel it coming. You can feel the dragon is about to land. So you start chanting the correct mystic words. Trellis, your arrow harmlessly falls to the side.
Can I get out of the way?
Trellis, roll me initiative. You can hear Fehana chanting the words to the orb.
If I'm running, what's my...
3.
Okay.
Right. The dragon actually goes... Wait. 12 is... 6. No, you go first. So you go before the dragon, Trellis.
Okay,
Where do you go?
I hide.
You hide?
Wherever can I hide? I hide. Get out of the way.
There's some snow around you that hasn't melted yet that you can run into.
Okay.
Okay.
Without him looking at me.
I mean, there's no guarantee on that. I'll give him a perception check to find you.
Okay.
He fails his perception check, and comes crashing feet first onto the mountain, right beside Temriel. He lowers his head towards Fehana, who's still mid-chanting, as the dragon picks up Temriel in one hand and hurls him at Fehana.
Shouldn't I be able to cast it if I had hold action?
It's a full 1 round of chanting. It takes a minute. Unfortunately, the dragon actually misses you with Temriel. And Temriel just goes flying off the side of the mountain, held in place.
Considering that before this segment, he asked how long would it take to fall down a mountain.
That's pretty amusing.
Dragon knew.
Let's see, that is his 1 claw attack. He doesn't know where Trellis is, so with his mouth, he just bites into a random piece of snow while swatting at another. So I'm going to give each attack about a 20% chance of finding you, since they're pretty big and he melted a lot of the snow already. So why don't you roll a D100 twice, a 0 to 20 or a 1 to 20, and he finds you. First attack is the bite. Second would be the claw. No.
Oh, 100! Don't I get some bonus for that?
Ooh,
You
she
are
totally
well
should.
hidden, but there is less snow available now as the dragon smashes and chomps down on it.
At 100, I should be like at the bottom.
You are at the
Like
bottom of...
Like nobody's ever getting me.
The last place that anyone would look in the snow.
Yeah,
That's where you are.
That's fair.
Fehana, you finish chanting the words to the spell.
The orb of imprisonment compels you.
There is a blinding flash of light, followed by a swirling cone of rays emanating from you towards the dragon. He snaps his head in your direction, letting out a low growl, reaching for you with a claw, but the claw kind of reaches instead towards the orb as he slowly becomes sucked into it.
Right?
Yep.
I
I'm
am
so
silent for a
sad.
second, and then I start laughing, and I start jumping around, and then I look around and realize everyone's gone.
You are the only person on the mountaintop. There's nobody around you.
Wait, but I'm here. Hidden.
Yeah, you're hidden in the snow. She
I
can't
just
find
don't
you
see
either.
anyone.
You're D100, Aiden. Nobody sees you.
Yeah, I can't even see you.
I'm just making sure. But do I hear that the dragon got sucked in?
I mean, you hear the dragon stop shrieking and a weird popping sound. That's probably what the orb does, but you don't know.
Okay.
I'm singing a little like some sort of Valmontarius hymn, but I'm replacing the words with like Brimstone, the Fire Incarnate, like all hail me because I have captured Brimstone Incarnate. And I'm like kind of looking around, but I'm like really excited. So then I carefully take the orb and I like tuck it back where it was for safekeeping. And then I kind of am like, Trellis? Tamriel?
I emerge from my hidden snow area because I hear nothing, but I want to make sure, like, if anybody's alive or okay.
I run over to her. We have captured the dragon. Look, it's inside the orb.
Will it stay inside the orb?
It has not come out yet. I kind of shake
happened
it.
to everybody else.
You don't know? I thought you were watching them.
I did. I think Tamriel went off the mountain. I don't know if he's dead or not.
Did I see which direction he went?
Yeah, you did, but you're over a mile up. He's dead.
Well, he's a skeleton. Maybe he can be put back together.
Does hold person wear off before I land?
No, the hold person goes for like, my math.
Ew, that's like a horrible fate to be thrown off a mountain and not be able to move and just like see the ground closing with
Pretty
you.
horrifying.
You were
Yeah,
held
dude.
for 48 minutes.
As opposed to
As opposed to insta-fire death.
Yeah, at least that was quick. Question mark.
Yeah, everything on Albert is burned up as well, including the best magic item in the game, the spoon.
Wait, I thought if it's magical, it doesn't get burned up.
Well, not with, I mean, under the age class 12 Great Worm Red Dragon fire, it burns the wooden magic spoon.
It was wooden?
I thought it was metal.
No, it was a crappy wooden spoon. Enchanted with great magic.
Like the greatest magic.
Like, anytime you put it in a bowl, the bowl fills with an oatmeal-like substance. Unlimited food,
What?
What?
but it is gone forever.
We had unlimited food the whole time.
The
and we
whole
didn't
time you
know?
were eating undead jaguar.
Well, I think it was more creative, so I enjoyed my mango jaguar rotten juice thing.
But I still have a magical necklace, at least.
You do.
That dark will not be bothering me.
It's your relic of Albert.
Hey,
I go to the charred remains of Dark Albert.
there's not much there. You have a hard time finding where Dark Albert stood. It's just kind of like blackened stone. Eventually you come across some bones that were, covered with ash. There's more or less Dark Albert's skeleton.
I ceremoniously bless the bones and in the inability to actually bury anything in frozen ground, I just carefully bury it in snow and draw I start to draw a happy face on it, but then I realize it's Dark Albert, so I draw a frowny face.
Oh.
And I say a prayer. What?
I nod my head as you
Yeah.
make the sad face, and then I just kind of bow my head while you pray.
I say, should we go look for Tamriel?
If he's alive, it would be a miracle.
Was Tamriel carrying the ship box?
Yep.
He was.
So we need to find Tamriel.
I don't suppose hold person expires if he gets captured.
Perhaps, but how long, did we decide how long it takes you to fall a mile?
I think you decided somewhere around 15 minutes, but feel free to revise it. I think I saw someone in chat say 1 minute.
Yeah, because this isn't jumping off a mountain. This is getting thrown off by the biggest creature.
But not thrown down, thrown
Thrown out, but you
Yeah.
still fall at the same speed regardless of what your horizontal.
But did he roll because he was thrown at her and then missed? So does he hit the
No, he just
ground
missed
at all?
the mountain altogether.
Okay.
I don't think the spell expires. I think Tamriel falls to his skeleton death and is, with his, last actions, undead upon this world, helps bring the world back into order and back into peace,
Did you throw the ship up somewhere for us?
fulfilling his undead mission with his final moments.
Alright.
Albert didn't get his ship.
We at least searched for his remains.
Yeah,
We'll have to climb down the mountain and hike around the area looking for him.
we do that.
Yeah.
Tehana is noticeably kind of shaken because she had this adrenaline high, so she's now kind of coming down from it and realizing that they've captured the dragon and just having that post mountaintop adrenaline shakes and stuff. But she's very focused on just finding Tamriel in whatever shape he's in.
Why don't we take a break, and we'll come back on the other side, figuring out what we're doing next. See you guys in a moment.